Welcome to the CDA Awards information session. I'm Janet Peterson, a Grants Coordinator at Child Care Aware of Minnesota. This webinar will explain financial supports available to you that are designed to help you complete the process of getting your CDA credential. After the info session, please contact me at any time with questions or comments about the scholarship and reimbursement applications. During this webinar, I'll explain the two types of CDA awards, and I'll give you some tips on applying. We'll also look at an example of how someone might go through the process. The first thing to note is the difference between the CDA credential and our CDA awards. The Child Development Associate, or CDA credential, is a national program administered by the Council for Professional Recognition in Washington, D.C. CDA awards help educators pay for required training, application, and renewal of the CDA. Applications are accepted at any time. They are awarded quarterly, and priority is given to MNCDA and MNCDA participants. Recipients may receive financial support for their initial CDA and one renewal. The quarterly dates for awards are February 10th, May 10th, August 10th, and November 10th. This information is found on the CDA Awards page of our website, www.childcareawaremn.org. The two types of awards are scholarship, meaning prepaid funds to the council, and reimbursement, which is a payment to you, the awardee. I'll read through these, and if it sounds a little confusing, it will become more clear when we go through an example. The CDA application fee scholarship is for anyone who has not yet applied to the Council for Professional Recognition for their initial CDA or renewal. This award is paid directly to the Council to cover a portion of the application fee. Child Care Aware of Minnesota will set up a voucher with the Council for Professional Recognition to cover $300 of the initial CDA application cost. The scholarship recipient will pay the difference of $125. For renewals, the voucher will cover $75 of the CDA renewal application cost, and the recipient will pay the difference of $50. You may also apply for a CDA application and training reimbursement after you have received your CDA certificate from the Council. The CDA application fee and training reimbursement is for anyone who has received a new CDA certificate from the Council within 1 year of the first day of the application round. Reimbursement is paid directly to the awardee. The application fee paid by the awardee will be reimbursed, either $125 or the full $425 for an initial CDA, or $50 or $125 for a renewal, depending on how much you, the awardee, paid the Council. Our reimbursement amounts for the Council application are based on the Council's online fee. The fee to apply to the Council is a little higher if you use a paper application. It's okay to do this, but we can't pay the extra amount. Training costs are reimbursed at the rate of $5 per hour up to a maximum of $600 for an initial CDA and $225 for a renewal. Training that is more than 5 years old cannot be reimbursed. You can apply for these awards, the scholarship and the reimbursement, on our website, www.childcareawaremn.org. Let's go through the steps of the application process. The first step is to visit the Child Care Aware of Minnesota website. Read all instructions for the CDA awards. Gather required documents before filling out the online application. The required documents for both awards are a Develop CDA learning record, a pay statement if you work at a center, or a family child care license if you work in family child care. If you are applying for a scholarship, you'll also include your Council ID number. This is your account number from the Council website. If you are applying for a reimbursement, you will submit a copy of your CDA certificate. The best first step you can take right now is to look over your learning record and update anything that you see needs to be updated. The learning record information is how we verify the requirements for the CDA awards. If you have questions about portions of your learning record, the Develop website has instructions and contact information so that you can get help. If it's still unclear, you can reach out to me and I can help or direct you to someone who can. To help you imagine how this works for you, I'll share an example. Carl completes MNCDA training and is ready to apply to the Council for his very first preschool CDA. He visits the Council website to become familiar with the steps in the process, and he sets up a Your Council account. He does not apply to the Council quite yet. Carl visits the Child Care Aware website to read the instructions and fill out an application for a CDA application fee scholarship. On the next quarterly award date, Carl receives an email from Child Care Aware that he has been awarded a CDA application fee scholarship. He also receives an email from the Council with a voucher number that he can use in his Your Council account to pay $300 of his application fee. Carl will be prepared to pay the remaining $125. He applies for his CDA on the Council website through his Your Council account, and he proceeds through the process of obtaining his credential from the Council. A couple of months later, he has completed the credentialing process and receives his CDA certificate. He visits the Child Care Aware website to read the instructions and fill out an application for a CDA application fee and training reimbursement. On the next quarterly award date, Carl receives an email that he has been awarded a CDA application fee and training reimbursement. His award is the $125 that he paid to the Council for his application fee and $600 in training reimbursement. If Carl had already gone through the entire CDA process with the Council and paid for the entire application fee on his own, he could get that fee reimbursed in full. In our example today, he used a scholarship first. If Carl had received free training, he might only be applying for funds to help with the Council's application fee and not the training portion. This is something he would indicate on his application. This information is intended to give you an overview and familiarity with the CDA awards from Child Care Aware of Minnesota. Full details and the applications are found at our website, childcareawaremn.org. Remember that your first step is to review your Develop learning record for accuracy. Please reach out to me with any questions. Thank you so much for viewing this webinar and for all you do for families and children.